Welcome to FaceitTV, ladies and gents. I'm DDK, joined by Hoss once again. How's it going?
It's good, it's good. Yourself?
Yeah, not bad. That last match was intense. It was super awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm still like leftover hype going on there, but that's pretty good because I can use that for Fnatic and Dignitas, which is sure to be a really sick match as well.
Just bring that momentum forward.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of stopped this. It's going to start from 4-2 with the same money because before we had DDoSing, which kind of completely halted the match. So now we continue things 4-2 with the previous money, and hopefully we get a really awesome match here. It's Fnatic and Dignitas, so I don't know any situation how that would be like not possible. So definitely looking forward to this one, that's for sure.
Yep, and as you said, Dig are 4-2 up on the T side, so they go into it with a bit of a lead. I'm not sure what the money situation will be like. I think it's getting reset to what it was like yesterday, so Dignitas have a big economy lead. Fnatic, I believe, can get a buy-in. I'm not 100% sure, but first round should be a good one. Yeah,
definitely. It's looking really interesting, especially considering the fact that Fnatic have had such amazing results recently. Obviously, Dignitas are a team that they also have. They're probably one of the teams which have the most consistent results in some of these online leagues. But Fnatic, they have something in the region of like 36 wins, like 3 draws, and like 3 losses, something outstanding like that. So with this new lineup that they have, they're really finding their pace and the things that work for them, and they are making it all work out very well.
Yeah, and when you've got JW Walking on your team, then that's setting up big for the rest of your team to just follow in his trail, and once he gets going, it's really hard to stop.
Yeah, and I was talking to Devilwalk about this, about the whole dynamic with JW, because obviously, we have this issue when you have these star players or players who are in roles, let's say necessarily with AWPs and stuff like that, taking really risky moves. Are they going to communicate this? Because if they're a player like really in the moment, then getting that communication to the rest of your team that, okay, I'm going to be doing this, is kind of almost defeats the kind of really in the moment, in the zone, just, playing through your fingers and not with your brain at all kind of moments. And JW is a player that apparently has really good communication. So everything that he does, his team is very aware of, so that they can help him with whatever he's trying to achieve. If he's going for a risk or whatever it may be, the communication on Fnatic's really strong. And with pronax, with the mid-round calls that are so devastating, this team seems to be almost like a perfect combo.
Yeah, just since CSL 1, they've just been gaining so much momentum online, and then when it comes around to an offline final, I think they're just going to be able to show up and be able to take something.
Yeah, it really looks like that. I mean, Fnatic obviously narrowly missing out on that previous major, having lost to NIP on Inferno. And recently we saw the Fnatic NIP match on Inferno in the FACEIT League. That was a really cool game, actually. It was one you should definitely go back and watch if you missed it, because basically, just to kind of summarize how what was happening in that game was we had an NIP that obviously their passive CT play is world renowned. It's one of the reasons why they're one of the best teams in the world and one of the best Inferno teams in the world. But they were just playing this style to perfection against a style for Fnatic where they really desperately want to find picks, and this kind of anti-picking strats from NIP created this really close match. Obviously, NIP managed to have a really good game, and Fnatic as well. And these two teams, they're destined for another finals, I think, in the next major.
Yeah, definitely so. We're not 100% sure when the next major is going to be because it hasn't been announced yet. But when it is announced, it's going to be massive. It's going to be amazing. Yeah,
we do have all kinds of dream hacks coming up as well.
Yes.
Obviously, the FACEIT LAN in late October too. So lots of awesome stuff to look forward to. Is there a team right now that you're most interested in? Like they caught your eye. Maybe they don't have to be the best team or something like that. Just a really interesting team that's up and coming.
Honestly, a team that I really like to follow at the moment is Overgaming.
Okay, right.
Big surprises come from them. We saw them beat Na'Vi yesterday on Nuke, and then lost to Na'Vi on Season. It was just so back and forth, and that's definitely something you get with Overgaming, a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I mean, they have the General Musa and Barney. They're leading the troops forwards with the awesome AWPing. Definitely a big team. And it feels like Overgaming is almost a bit of a similar affair to ESC as well.
Yes.
Because ESC are kind of coming up a little bit. They've got, Minai's really performing for them, like creating lots of opportunities in very difficult rounds. And you always need players like that. You always need the players when you're facing the very strong, setups. You need a player that can just make something happen. And it seems like Overgaming and ESC both have players like that.
Yep, definitely so. And it's what creates surprise wins. ESC getting so close to Virtus.pro in their last SLTV, the first day, I think it was, where it just was back and, it was momentum followed by counter momentum, and it was just so hard to stop both teams. But it looks like we've still got 9 players on the server, waiting on one more.
Yeah, we're soon to get ready here, guys. So remember as well, we are running community nights on FACEIT as well. So you got to check those out because you have an opportunity to perhaps win the VIP package, as that is up for grabs because of the FACEIT LAN coming up in late October. You have a chance to actually get your flight and your hotel paid for travel to that event. So you'll stay, everything's taken care of, and you're going to be in the hotel with the casters, with the players. So you get to get all the autographs you want, or any of the swag that's going. You'll have the first dibs. You get the best seat everywhere. You'll be in Milan, in Italy. So it's something definitely worth playing for. If you're unfamiliar with the community nights, this is basically like the ladders. Like instead of a month of accumulating points slowly from pickup games, you just go hardcore for 6 to 8 hours, pick up as many points as you can, and the top 10 get rewarded. And obviously, the VIP package is the reward for the player who gets #1. So keep your eyes peeled on the platform for that. Get playing those community nights, and also give FACEIT loads of feedback as well. They are always looking to improve the product. So I don't know, have you given it a chance? Have you played on
Not yet. I know friends that have. I do plan on joining up, but just not yet. Soon.
Okay. Soon. I'm going to have to shun you now. I have to just
sorry, I'm
going to get awkward now. But either way, we can see the rankings here now as we take a look. It's largely something that would be expected. I think the only result here for me that's unexpected is perhaps that Dignitas are close to bottom tabling, and Titan are looking so consistent. I think those are the only 2 results where I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, the fact that both, well, after the French reshuffle, you've got Titan and LDLC so far up, and then you just look at the bottom and you see Epsilon there. It's not a name you expect to be there, but their current form, they're just trying to find their feet right now and maybe try and not exactly contend for the top, but mid-table should be where they are aiming for. They've
had a lot of heartbreaking results recently, especially since the addition of PM. They've shown they instantly gelled with PM into this unit that just works. We saw previously, before PM, a lot of the games at Epsilon looked absolutely hopeless, to be honest. And ever since he joined, they have good structure. They've got a player that allows them to gel. They have an answer for everything, and that's exactly what they needed. And they are a team, I think, that lots of people are completely surprised by. I can't wait to see more from them. They had so many close games, like that almost win against Virtus.pro was just insane. 10-round comeback, just 10 rounds in a row on cash against Virtus.pro. Insane stuff. But either way, generally speaking, I think most people would expect some of these results. Virtus.pro, maybe not as consistent online, not as powerful online as we see them on LAN, but always a threat.
Yep, definitely so. Virtus.pro, even in Star Series, have had a few shaky results, but in this FACEIT League, they're solid mid-table. They're only 1 game behind the top. Well, the second and third, but Hellraisers at the bottom, that's an interesting one. They should at least be getting a few wins on the board, but none from 6 so far.
Yeah, this is Hellraisers obviously have all the skill and talent. We just saw them playing against MyXMG, and that was a really awesome game from Hellraisers. They showed not only individual skill, not only team play, but a great understanding of how to play at different points of a map and how to adapt to a team, what kind of strategies they should use. And they look like the complete package, but they just don't seem to have the consistency at the moment. And we've seen some results where I think we had a cash result from them recently where they just got absolutely destroyed, and it looked like they were having almost internal problems. I don't know if there is an internal conflict at all, or if the players aren't on the same page on some maps, but at least on Inferno they looked together, but on that cash match it just wasn't there. So Hellraisers, I think everybody has their hands pressed together in prayer to hope that they actually manage to find the formula.
Yeah, but just looking overall though, the names in this league, you knew that it was going to be tight coming into this. All top teams, and when you put them in a league format that's so close like this, it's just going to breed so many good games and make out for a great LAN final.
Yeah, I mean, this top 6 that we currently have is the top 6 that would be expected, for sure. I mean, Epsilon and Hellraisers, I think people would have expected those to be the guys dipping towards the 7th and 8th position. But I think we are actually almost ready to get live with this match. And I think that Fnatic actually have a really interesting round ahead of them. Obviously, they are going to be 2 rounds behind on Dignitas. Dignitas starting 4-2, so they're going to have a little bit of a disadvantage. Also, when it comes to the money, I think also they're going to have a bit of a disadvantage. But more or less, it's pretty even at this stage. It's so early on in the game, it's hard to really call this one. So you don't have to be too fearful of your skins just yet. I think this is going to be a very close match. And honestly, Dignitas, they've shown that Inferno is they're one of the best Inferno teams in the world. But with Fnatic's new claim to fame, it's impossible to predict. Just is impossible.
Yeah, definitely so. And if Dignitas allow JW that freedom to just roam and jump around the map, then that could just ruin Dignitas. Any momentum they try and build, any strats they try and call. If JW's on point tonight, it's going to be an uphill climb for Dignitas, even though they start with a lead.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing for me, just having seen NIP versus Fnatic on this map, is actually to see how Dignitas handle their CT side, because typically Dignitas are a CT side, on Inferno at least, that have perhaps some of the best banana push setups that we've ever seen. I mean, they have really good aggression, very well timed. They don't take risks without maximizing the team play potential to make those risks safe as possible, to really gain as much control, pressure the information of the opponent, pressure their economy at all times. Dignitas is, I mean, we should expect a completely different style from them, but we'll have to see how they interpret this match. This is obviously a match that, due to the nature of this league and the format and everything, this is a match that they could have prepared for, that they could have spent time saying, okay, look, here's the research that we've done on Fnatic. This is what we think will work the best, and this is what we might see in this match, something maybe different from them.
Yep, and if Dignitas have done their research, then we should maybe even see a few surprises, as you said. Be good to see how they do approach this game. We are almost there as well.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing goes both ways. This is the problem with this, is that Fnatic also, they know how Dignitas plays and so on and so forth. So yeah, we'll have to see. But just a big shout out to obviously the weapons project. As you can see, the overlays below, some awesome skins coming out of that, and obviously it helps to fund the prize pool, the 50k prize pool here, to make this tournament possible and all these awesome matches possible. So definitely jump on Steam community and check out the workshop and check out all those skins. And if you like them, vote them up and get them in the cases, and we'll have more awesome matches in the future for you guys to bear witness to. And definitely there is a lot going on right now. I mean, there's actually just so many matches. I can't even I'm casting loads of matches already as it is, and there's just so much I'm missing. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, and also thank you to the new partners on board as well of FACEIT, Netcode and Alienware. Yeah, definitely welcoming them to the family. Actually, obviously, Netcode guys, they are running a bit of a promo with us at the moment. You can get yourself a lovely 50% off on the Netcode guys package. And obviously, Netcode guys, as you can see, they have a lot to offer when it comes to video content and general content to help you improve your game. That is the basis of this. And you can see the diversity in which they try to achieve this end to improve your game. Obviously, having matches reviewed by pros, official match commentaries, and so on and so forth. This is good stuff. This is genuine premium quality stuff. So check out that. Use the FACEIT code premium. It is FACEIT in all caps, I do believe, for the promo code. So go check that out. And it looks like we are having a little bit of a delay on the match, so we are going to take a quick break, guys. But never fear, we'll be back very shortly with Fnatic and Dignitas here on Inferno.
All right, so it looks like the match has been pretty much restored correctly now. That was kind of the delay there, but we should be back in the game very, very shortly, and we should see a very interesting match here between Fnatic and Dignitas as soon as it starts, because obviously we're going to start
straight into a bye round, and it's going to be crucial because if Fnatic lose it, they are onto an eco, and that gives Dignitas even more rounds to play with. But if it goes the other way, then we're going to see a second gun round.
Yeah, all right. So things to watch out for. It's hard to call. I mean, we do have obviously the CT side. We have Fnatic. So the thing to watch, the biggest thing to watch out for is JW on the CT side here, as he has been known to make those aggressive peaks. In fact, that is a huge facet of his game. But you never know when it's going to happen, and you never know where it's going to come from. That's kind of the issue there. And also the distinctive issue as well is if he does get picked, if they do predict it right that round, then obviously that's the round maybe lost. It's pretty bad from that point onwards. So obviously Fnatic are very used to playing with this style, and I think this new lineup handles it much better than the previous lineups. It's just gelled together so well. So we'll have to see how Dignitas are able to cope with that. Something that they're going to be playing with in their knowledge, and Dignitas as well are also a team that are very strong at predictions and reads. Like, they don't give the picks away, so it's quite cool to see. And so we have a short delay because now someone joined the wrong team as well. So just waiting. We're just going to keep delivering updates here, so we have to talk. Yep. And
just got to be patient.
Just be patient. So what have you been up to lately, Hoss?
What have I been up to? I was at ESL HQ on Tuesday doing the UK LAN finals.
How was that?
Pretty good. An Estonian team won. You might recognize a few players from online bots. It was Lumji, Spur, Nuga, FeTiSh, and Cal. They won 2-0 in the final. It was a very good show of UK from the other three teams, but there's been some good stuff there. And of course, Sunday I was here.
Right. I mean, what do you make of the TLR lineup? Speaking of UK, obviously they're going to actually be playing in Star Series later on. They're going to be facing up against Orbit, which is actually Team Unwanted picked up, although it seems like XM Michael Elliott had actually left that lineup. So we don't actually know, I don't think it's been officially released either, who's actually playing instead of XM. So very curious stuff, but TLR, they have that match coming up, and they've shown a lot of potential.
Yeah. On Monday, on the ESL stream, we had Fearless playing for one of the teams called the Chaps, and of course he's the AWPer for TLR, and he had his best game that we've seen from anyone in the UK for a long time. And pair that with players like Weber, like Rattlesnake, you're going to get some great teamwork, some great frags, and honestly, I think some aggression as well out of that UK team.
The thing is, though, I'm in this constant state of apathy when it comes to British teams. I'm just like, well, they're another British team, aren't they? I mean, I'm not going to get my expectations up. That's not going to happen. I mean, I won't do that to myself. Never again. The
thing is, as well, it's about the same 10 players just mixed around every now and then in a new super team.
Yes, yeah.
We'll see how this one fares. Actually made it in Star Ladder as well, so good competition for them.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that team develops. If they stick together, they have obviously a shot to do a lot of damage. But the problem is that whether or not the chemistry works, and there's just so many, so many issues in the entire equation to whether or not that team will actually reach success. So, seems like we're still having issues here and actually restoring the match properly. So we might be jumping to a break. I see what the producer says about that one. Whether we should jump to a break or not. How far away are we? All right, so we're going to go to a break then, guys. And hopefully we can get this this match restoration fixed for you so we can get this game going. All right, we'll see you very shortly. All right, welcome back, guys. So hopefully, I mean, we've had some problems with the restoration process, but we should be going back in maybe now. I don't know. I think we're going in. It should be going very soon. They are messing around a lot, and so we have 60 seconds till live. That's what I'm being told. All right, guys. I want you to pray with me that this works out, and that we get live into the game in what should be like 50 seconds now. We have Dignitas, we've got Fnatic. It's going to be 3-2 right now, is what I'm seeing on the scoreboard. So we are going to be playing from that, and we're going to be signing off very shortly. All right, so
Fnatic on an eco instead of the gun round. So see how many picks they get, how much damage they can do to the economy of Dignitas, and more importantly, how they're going to play this almost first round out.
And looks like the round time is incorrect. So this is awesome. We need to fix that round time for the players, so they're not obviously playing with the wrong round time, because that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
Yep. Be like playing with MR9 or something like that. Yeah. Oh
well, I mean, I'm sure the admins will get this sorted out eventually, because you know it's like a numbers thing. Eventually, eventually you get there.
In esports, you have soon TM.
Yep, exactly. So we'll be jumping in very shortly. So what are you working on other than the ESL thing? Got any other gigs going on?
Not to my knowledge, no. I'm free for most of stuff, unless you guys ever call me in again.
All right, well, you can pimp yourself out as much as you want. I mean, we're open to that. Okay, looks like we should be jumping in now. I mean, I keep seeing them like resetting the round, and it's like, I'm like, okay, all right, but nope. Okay, no, denied once again. They're just trolling us massively.
Then you just see the wall of suicides come in as well.
I know, it's very sad stuff. But speaking of the games recently, oh, actually, are they going in? They're all just typing "have fun" right now. You can see in the corner of my eye. But I'm going to just ignore that for now. And until we get actual confirmation that we're going in live. Are we going in live? Looks like we're going in live. All right.
Yes.
I was about to talk about Red Bull, but there is no time now. I actually had something to talk about. Either way, we're jumping into the match right now. We do have ourselves Dignitas and Fnatic playing here. Obviously, Fnatic are on this eco, and we see Fnatic going to be up against these AKs, mostly AKs, and a couple of M4s of Team Dignitas.
Yep, Olofmeister, though, he has the CZ in his hand, so he's going to be wanting to play a little tight angle with that one, making sure that he gets up close and personal with someone. But Dignitas going straight for this B site.
And aizy with the entry onto KRiMZ. We do have flusha behind the smoke. Going to be able to somehow get a connection onto aizy's head through that smoke. Very well done, as we see the players just waiting. And JW able to take a kill onto Xyp9x over the back, so he's going to be actually able to pick up a weapon. Olofmeister that picks that one up. He's going to make his way up banana. Almost thinking to Molotov the back of the site here, but they got to decide whether or not they're going to commit for this. And if they're not, then he's not going to waste the Molotov. That's a lot of resources. Actually going to try to use it to stop the exit there for dupreeh. dupreeh taking the jewel. He does win it against Olofmeister, and this bomb definitely to explode. And Fnatic looking for those exits.
Yep, JW waiting at the bottom of Banana's going to tag one up. FeTiSh gets a kill onto pronax elsewhere. JW and flusha will not survive. It was just flusha that survived at the end there. JW went for glory and failed miserably.
And so now we do have 4-2,
yes,
which is what it should have been. So we're good to go. And we have the M4 buy up here coming in from Fnatic. Obviously a bit too poor perhaps to justify the AWP. And pronax, I think, I haven't seen this smoke before. I think that must be a deep banana smoke.
Yeah, bottom of banana, I think.
Some good stuff there as we go for the aggression here. And looks like they are going to be taking that one down. So we get the rotation coming in from pronax and the triple smoke possibility for the almost what would seem infinite delay. aizy, what an angle there through the smoke. Gonna just drop KRiMZ, and now it is just Olofmeister close here on the site. Sorry, on the banana position, as we do have Team Dignitas trying to work their map control.
Yep, and because Fnatic, they've been able to push all the way down banana, it leaves the rest of the team to stack the A site, because hey, how else are Dignitas going to get towards that B bomb site? So really constricting the movement of the Danes right now. And with the clock ticking down, there's not much Dig can do here.
Yeah, it's definitely looking very, very poor. But Fnatic, good positions defensively right now. Dignitas just have to decide which site they're going to hit. Looks like Fnatic going to actually commit flusha to float around towards that B bomb site. And the execution coming in here, there is the Molotov for the back boxes there on that site, but the bomb is actually making their way up onto A. They're going to try to sell this fake right now, and the rotation is coming in. The fake has been sold, but they've got to sprint their way up onto that A bomb site. The kill's coming in very quickly here from Olof, and that means that the rotation is going to be sprinting on back. No delay here from the Dignitas players who were on B, and Xyp9x now in the pit alone. Bomb is down on quad, and Xyp9x has almost no way to get there. Gonna get taken out by pronax, and there you go, Fnatic saving the round there. It was a great fake, but they just couldn't do the damage in the B site to delay enough.
Yep, considering Fnatic lost the man early on as well, Dig went into that round with the advantage, but as you said, the fake was good, but Fnatic that little bit better, being able to hold that A site and sniff out the fake, and they got rewarded the round. And Dignitas, they still have guns to buy up here, so a full set of nades on their back as well. Gonna push aggressive towards the banana area, and not going to be able to find any picks just yet. Fnatic playing it a little bit safer now.
So kind of middle smoke here from Fnatic, as they don't want to give up banana, and Dignitas are fighting for it though. Just trying to put those AKs to work through that smoke, as we are probably going to see the resmoke. There it is, resmoke coming into play. We do have dupreeh over by Boiler here, and taking control of apartments. And we see actually that aizy does want to try to get more control of banana here. Remove KRiMZ from this sandbags position. He's going to go down on the challenge though, and it's going to be Fnatic coming out on top there as the rest of the players escape that position. But that was a violent snap there from dupreeh. JW falling.
KRiMZ now still playing on this banana pretty passively, not peeking too far up, doesn't want to get caught out, playing things safe, calm, collected, no need to push. Dignitas, however, taking bomb to A, going to see if they can try and get this one to work. They still have a good amount of grenades and flashbangs and smokes, but when dupreeh gets caught out like that, it's not going to help Dignitas at all, and then flusha gets a second before dropping.
So now we have Fnatic just easy cleanup on the end of the round now, and 4-4 is the score for them as we have a look at the money situation. And obviously Dignitas are pretty good for the money, and Fnatic not so shabby themselves. They are going to be buying up fully, doing everything that they can right now, and so both teams kind of on the ropes. The Dignitas do have a buy in if they do lose this round, especially if they get the bomb down, but it might not be super awesome. Fnatic going to go with a little pre-nade down mid, as they had 3 players towards, I think, were they going to go for that deep banana smoke again? Looks like they're just going to go for the middle smokes, and we see a passive round opening here from both teams.
JW has picked up the AWP this time round. I believe, yep, he's on quad side, trying to get a peek if Dig go aggressive on mid, like they did last round. Fnatic also pushed up towards car on banana. Going to be able to still hold Dignitas there. Bomb moving towards there as well. But meanwhile, JW still smoked out in mid. Not going to see anything just yet. Playing patiently, but dupreeh on the other hand spots pronax, not able to pick up that frag. In fact, very little damage was done.
So now things are getting a bit hairy here for Dignitas. Not able to really gain as much ground on mid as they wanted. We see FeTiSh goes down in the attempt, dupreeh as well, and now they're left with 3 men. They've got to try to scrap together a play, and they need someone to come up with an opening, and it could just be aizy, who is making his way towards the pick here on the angle. If they take aizy down, it just gets worse and worse, and look at that smoke from Fnatic, just using it at the last possible second. aizy going to go through, he knows he has to take the risk, and all barely able to make the kill. It's going to be KRiMZ and olofm coming out on top as Xyp9x comes back around banana to try to see if he can get the frag on anyone flanking. And gotta say, his AK is really distracting with the holograph on the Dignitas sticker there. That's pretty awesome, actually. And Xyp9x going to try to survive here. Going to get taken down, and a very clean round by Fnatic. Very well held. Definitely
so. And now Dignitas, it's the last buy they've got in them for now. Going to still be able to pick up all these grenades, so they can definitely execute a strat. Their B site pushes, we haven't seen anything just yet, more so the leaving it to the last minute kind of thing, going in with a few men down, the desperation play towards the B site. They've definitely tried going towards A more often, and it looks to be the same at the start of this round, but they may try and fake it out again or go for a late rotate. So far we're going to see JW backing off towards apartment, switching up the position with pronax. Pronax now moving on to quad. We can see JW might get the peak, does whip the shot there, has to fall back, and he's going to make the call to his teammates incoming from apartments as they flood the site.
coming down from that balcony position, just gunning down Fnatic, and we see really big problems here for them now as they lost everyone on the A side. It's going to be the rotation coming in from Olof and KRiMZ to try to save this, but we do have aizy in the site, the pit with that AWP, and FeTiSh on site. We got Xyp9x coming from behind in apartments. This looks bad right now for Fnatic.
The fact that JW has just got swamped out of balcony and got taken down by CZ at such close range just kind of meant the beginning of the end there for Fnatic, I feel. Once they lost that pit control, they couldn't really hold the site. It was all down to the rotation, and when you're 2 versus 3 trying to retake the A site, it's not exactly ideal. You at least want to be even because there's just so many areas you have to check where Dignitas can be hiding. So many nooks, so many crannies, and we're all square at 5-5.
Definitely. So there goes the nade in from KRiMZ, and they're playing it quite passively here. Maybe go for the flash over and then the peek. They've got the smoke down there. They can try to retake the very top of Banana, which is what they have been playing for so far. And you can see that Dignitas have some counter grenades here to try to work Fnatic out of those positions that they were trying to play for right there. And that means that that smoke that they invested on the middle there is kind of not necessarily wasted, but actually Olof going to go for the resmoke, so they're going to commit to that hold. And Fnatic looking good right there on Banana so far, as Dignitas aren't coming back for a push, and we do see a slow movement up apartments.
JW could be set for this. He does have a Mag 7 on his back, baiting the pistol, making it look like he is on an eco, make it look like he's saving up for that AWP, but if he holds the angle and Dignitas do decide to push those apartment areas, they could be caught by surprise there by a shotgun to the face.
So we do have Team Dignitas just playing it by ear at the moment, seeing if there is a pick to be made now as they go slowly towards this middle area. They're going to go for this, what could be actually a B split as they make their way up towards Arch right now. We do have flusha in a really good position to deal with this, and they are charging through. FeTiSh going to find him, absolutely demolishing flusha there in Library as they make their way forwards. FeTiSh, can he deliver again? And he delivers, takes down olofm, and that means the push is on right now. The split coming in, but we've got KRiMZ at the back of the site. Going to try to take down Device. Does get the kill. Oh, what a double from KRiMZ. And now we have the cleanup. KRiMZ, sick triple. In fact, it was a quad kill from KRiMZ in that round. And 6-5 now the score in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, really nice nice spray angle, spray control by KRiMZ there on the B bomb site. Getting the initial one was good, but dragging across to get the second, even better. And it looks like we have a pause. Right,
so honestly, I'm not sure exactly what the problem with eBot is, but eBot definitely, as we saw, went to like 8-7 2 rounds ago, so it's not synced up as the players are complaining of. So this is something that's going to have to be sorted out by the people handling eBot. And so it looks like it should be sorted out very shortly, and the players are obviously ready to keep this match going. We have a very tight match in front of us.
And Dignitas are on an eco. They don't want to force their buy just out yet. Their money's a little bit up and down. So sticking with CZs for now, a little bit of firepower. To be fair, they should probably try going for a push on this eco, I feel. The A site's worked out quite a bit for them, although this time JW does have an AWP, so it could be easy pickings.
So Dignitas going to make their way up towards mid right now, going to try to go for that bum rush onto pronax, flusha, and obviously JW is working quad it. JW, a really good spot here, spraying down two with the CZ, looking for the next shot. No scope connected from JW, looking for the next players. There are none left. They've been brutalized by the Fnatic lineup on that mid defense, and we see Fnatic really storming ahead at the moment with the momentum. We're going to see the buy coming in from Dignitas though, and still a very dangerous buy this is going to be. I wonder what they're going to do to mix things up here. So far Fnatic have been really working very well against their kind of positional plays.
You mentioned how Devilwalk said that once JW gets going, he's really a player that plays off of momentum, and that was the first big thing we've seen from him this round, or this game, sorry. He got 3 kills there, one with a very nice AWP no-scope, the other 2 with CZs, I believe. But if this is the beginning of JW getting big and getting strong and getting his teeth into this game, then it could be really hard for Dignitas to come back in. But the B-Rush, they've been able to come in here, but it's going to be olofm coming round and flusha coming back to drop Device. 2 members left now for Dignitas. They need to get this bomb down just to get some money, but that won't be able to come in, and Xyp9x gets a very nice 2K. Bomb is planted. Well, it was dropped just to the wrong side of Fountain for him. JW on the rotation there, picking him up. And 8-5 now, 2 rounds left. It's looking good for the Swedes.
Yep, it definitely looks fantastic here for Fnatic after such a strong retake. Xyp9x almost doing some damage at the end, but not good enough. 8-5 now, as we see JW making his way towards apartments with this AWP here. It's going to be going... Okay, he's going to get smoked off there, so good smoke to deal with that. Obviously, they're going to make the push up towards Banana right now, and there goes the smoke. And there's the fire. Fnatic are actually going to get pushed through the smoke here. Let's see if olofm is able to defend this. pronax coming in as well, and the pronax going to get taken down. olofm just throwing that fire now onto the bomb site to prevent the plant from going down. It's just dupreeh left over, and dupreeh with this CZ. Just going to jump in, just dive in, and going to get taken out. Pretty easy stuff there, as Team Dignitas will be able to, of course, mount a buy now on the last round of the first half. And this would be a good round to see JW do something crazy.
Definitely so. I think going into halftime with double figures, it always gives you that little bit of mental edge. The 10-5, just for some reason, it's only a round, but it always looks better than going in 9-6. And Dignitas, 5 rounds is okay on T-side Inferno.
Here it is.
They've got a really, really strong CT side, but JW, here we go, jumpy.
Yeah, and going down for the pick into second mid. You can see JW in a very, very risky position here. He either comes up huge, or it is going to basically just close out the round for them after already losing pronax. They lose flusha as well. JW under a lot of pressure here. He's going to have to back away, and already 3 versus 5 here. They're getting picked all over the place as JW is searching for that aggressive movement. And Device now with the Krieg, not going to find anything there just yet. They have the position there. He can just sit on that spot, and they can just let Fnatic rotate right now. They know that they have loads of time to play with, and that Fnatic are down 2 men. So Fnatic have to go for a gamble.
Smoke coming out. Dignitas gonna have to push through it, I feel. 45 seconds left. They need to start getting onto this A site and taking control. JW gets 1, not able to get a second there as aizy and Device combine to pick up 2, and now it's all down to KRiMZ. The rotation on 1 versus 4. Can he do it?
This is going to be impossible for KRiMZ, I think, because of they still have, I think, a couple flashes left over. KRiMZ going to be coming in against 4 players. They have a good after plant setup. They got a guy in pit, guy in graveyard on the site towards quad. Got players everywhere. KRiMZ going to take down the first one though, and the time is ticking away. He's got a kit, but still with 3 players left, playing the peeking game, he's going to go down, and KRiMZ unable to save the last round for Fnatic, but it is a 9-6 half for them, so they did a good job, and Dignitas definitely going to fight back hard from the CT side, something that they are going to feel more than prepared to do.
Dignitas a really strong CT side on Inferno, but going up against an aggressive Fnatic side, it can always be hard. Fnatic can be unpredictable when going aggressive and when they play passive and take it a little bit slow going towards these bomb sites, but Dignitas, they've got something to prove here, and they need to be able to hold.
It's definitely going to be something quite interesting to see whether or not Dignitas are going to go with the passive setups, or something a bit more aggressive, as they tend to do usually. Because Fnatic obviously is a team which is very, very good at dealing with aggressive setups. It's something that they are really strong on the picking style. This is something that's really good for them. So Dignitas, I would think that the safest thing for them to do would be to try to replicate what NIP did. Obviously, they're not NIP, and you have to play to your strengths. But I also feel like, Fnatic having a bit of an edge here, Dignitas have to be worried that they don't have enough rounds to play with. But we'll see how things end up.
Yep, see Xyp9x going for this support style here, alongside FeTiSh and aizy, in fact. aizy has a Molotov, or incendiary grenade, so we'll see how he decides to use that one. Xyp9x and FeTiSh, each going for a HG, a flash, and a smoke, so it looks like Dignitas definitely have something set up here on this pistol round.
Yeah, with two smokes, I should think that Banana is probably the play that they're going to go for, as they can get the smoke onto the site for the guaranteed plant, a smoke for CT spawn, and just flashes over the top to really get them onto that plant. That's the prediction. Let's see if they end up going for that right now. Looks like they are making their way up towards Banana here, as we can see. They are just waiting out counter grenades. Dignitas with a strong presence here. They're going to spot so many players. In-going nades actually a smoke here from Dignitas. So we might see Fnatic slow down a lot as they try to protect the grenades that they have. They don't want to lose someone before they're in positions to throw and use these grenades.
Olofmeister down to 1 HP already. He does have armor, so one hit will drop him. He doesn't have any grenades to save, so he most likely will try and go with them alongside this push. Pronax setting up a flashbang to go over the site. These smokes and flashes that Dignitas have left going to be key in holding Fnatic off. They're going to have to push through the smoke or jump up into barbecue, which can be a little bit awkward sometimes. It looks like they're going round 2 ruins. FeTiSh gets one, not able to get another, and Fnatic have taken control of this site.
And so he had to plant the bomb. It's actually on KRiMZ. He's going to drop Xyp9x. Now he can get the opportunity to plant that bomb. And someone coming around. dupreeh, in fact, with the shots onto KRiMZ. He did get the bomb down just before going. And the problem is that they have to rest everything on JW now with the pistol. JW does get dropped almost immediately. So pronax with 7 points of health. Device is on 2. And aizy's fully loaded right now. So this is going to be tough for pronax as he listens carefully. Going to have to time the peek perfectly. Goes for the shots, reveals his position. aizy gets the kill. And it is a save here for Dignitas. It's going to be close, but they do have this defuse. And definitely a really, really well played round by both teams. And I like how they didn't go for the plant immediately inside the smoke, because this is kind of like a known strategy here with the 2 smokes, that the guy's just going to run in there. So people will understand exactly where to spam the shots right now to drop the planter. But obviously, we're going to see Fnatic going to an eco now.
Yep, sometimes you see a little bit of a counter buy, you know, pistol armor, just to get some aggressive play going, maybe catch Dignitas off by surprise, but they're playing this one pretty basic. They're not really buying much up here, just saving because they did get the bomb down, so they will be able to fall by next round. If they get it down again here, we could see a very early AWP. Slow walk into apps though. Interesting start.
Contact play here for the A split from Boiler and from Balcony. And here it is. Going to make the move now that they've spotted contact on aizy over on the Graveyard. They're going to take him down actually, but they did lose 2 players. Here goes Device with the FAMAS. Does spray down olofmeister. We've got flusha in on the action right now. And here comes FeTiSh as well. So KRiMZ and flusha left. That bomb is dropped. So it's going to be very hard to deal with. They have some good positions actually. We see that KRiMZ is in pit with this M4. He can do a lot of damage from this position, but we can see that the bomb is dropped above him here. And he's not going to be able to get hold of that. flusha now going to take down Device, doing a lot of economic damage here. FeTiSh is really, really low. And P250 can be very vicious as Xyp9x tries to bait out the shot here. And there he goes for it. Very well played there. Good footwork from Dignitas. A lot of people lost there actually. So this is considering that we're going into the buy round now of Fnatic. This is kind of scary actually for Dignitas.
Yeah, definitely so. We see 2 FAMASs already. We see a 3rd FAMAS picked up. So as you said, scary for Team Dignitas. They've got lesser guns here going up against these AKs, but they do have more grenades. So if Fnatic do decide to push these close spaces, like the banana, like quad, or even arch, Dignitas can just hold them off with smokes and with flashes. So we'll see how this round plays out. Fnatic though, going for the split and pick, it seems. Not going too aggressive. Just seeing if they can open up a site with an early frag.
And so far we just see the banana take from Fnatic, as well as the apartments take here from olofmeister. This is the standard play here. olofmeister becomes the lurker when they do a B play. So we'll have to see if they actually commit to it. And it looks like they are dropping some players back towards middle at the moment. And this can obviously evolve into NA play as well. So flusha, ooh, actually a lot of damage on, finds the kill on FeTiSh through the smoke, receiving minimal damage considering the trade. In goes the flash, and flusha might just try to do more damage here, keeping them occupied as the push comes up from apartments and from CT Arch from long. Pronax making his way through here. Gonna go for the flash as they try to peek him. Oh, the timing is just quite there for Fnatic, able to take down dupreeh, and they are suffocating Dignitas on this A bomb site. KRiMZ with a beautiful tap, and we have the bomb going down now. Device and Xyp9x are going for the save, as this does look rather hopeless.
Yeah, definitely so. Device, yeah, as you said, going for the save. They've got quite a bit safe, to be fair. They've got the 2 M4s, obviously, but diffuse kit and armor as well, so definitely the wise choice from the Danes. Fnatic, just going to wait this one out, make sure there's not a cheeky ninja anywhere. But we will be seeing Fnatic take the 2-round lead and force Dignitas back onto an eco.
Yeah, it's really back and forth affair here. Obviously, Dignitas are going to be with the 2 M4s. So Yeah, they are way too low, aren't they? I mean, could they force something up with
maybe
the M4s?
pistol armor just to go along with it. No, not worth.
Nah.
Not worth.
Maybe if they saved one more rifle. Well, if they save one more rifle, then it's a very strong argument to do it. But it looks like Dignitas is a bit too marginal, and they are just going to see what they can accomplish here with perhaps a passive play. And Fnatic are going to be aware of the weakness of the economy there, so they're going to probably play it quite passively as well.
In fact, are they playing the 2 rifles on B? I believe they are. So they're playing both the rifles on B, so the 2-man hold or the 2-man retake, which is probably the wise move. You don't really want to split those rifles up, because if they do take the A site, then you can either save or try and retake dependent on how much damage the pistols have done. You don't want to go into this round losing one of those crucial M4s this early on, and olofm might get picked out here. No, he's too smart for aizy. dupreeh was just pure bait, and then olofm jumping around the corner catches AT off guard.
Yeah, very good stuff there. Game sense here from olofm. Looking for the spray now onto dupreeh. Here comes FeTiSh jumping in as well with the pistol. They are just working hard here for just a single kill onto olofm. They're going to spray dupreeh down, and we do have the 2 rifles now saving on the B bomb site. So good stuff here for both teams. I mean, Dignitas, I mean, it was the result that was expected for them, and they didn't lose the rifles. Yep. So that's okay, and they're going to be going into the next round with a bias, I think. And well, I guess their money still sucks so much.
Yeah, and now they're going to get hunted down by Fnatic. And JW peeking around. flusha might get one here onto device. No, so that's good from Dignitas, but Fnatic now know where they are. Are they going to decide to swamp this B site? There's 3 of them going towards it. Pronax. Not going to get one, and Dignitas have no need to peek that. But still, really good play from Dignitas. I feel that if Fnatic pushed the B site, then Device and Xyp9x would have been able to at least get 1, 2, maybe even 3 kills and hold off the bomb. But they knew that their chances of that round weren't too good. They lost the A site, just saved it. Hey, got a pick at the end there.
And that's a consecutive round loss money bonus coming into play here for Fnatic, for Dignitas rather, allowing them a lot of nades despite the shaky buy that we're seeing from them. And Fnatic now just playing it once again passively for this map control. See them with the moving up banana. They have a lot of real estate here on banana. Look at this. flusha's just going to go in here. They've not smoked it. They're trying to smoke as late as possible, which is really smart right now. Just trying to delay Fnatic as much as they can, using those grenades as efficiently as possible, and not really losing much for it. And Fnatic's flusha actually, you know, he took a bit of a dink there, so going down to 37 health.
It really does seem like Dignitas want nothing to do with the actual control of banana. They're just happy to sit back on the site and from CT and coils and just let Fnatic push and then smoke it off, as you said, as late as possible. Just deny Fnatic that end product.
And that's really cool by Fnatic. They actually managed to force a re-smoke immediately there from Dignitas. This keeps the double back play open, which is kind of the thing here for them as they take mid. That option will be open for them if they need it. And that's what pronax is going to be the one deciding between, whether they're going to commit for this A play or whether they go for the double back. The bomb is in fact going for that B site right now, so they're going to just flood in on top of Xyp9x. Here he goes. Good spray for the first player to get taken out, flusha. And now the bomb is going to go down on top of the grill here from pronax, but do have Xyp9x lurking in construction at the moment. And pronax might just want to hunt him down, but he's going to go take a position at the back of the site whilst Dignitas set up this retake.
Yep, dupreeh now coming in. He's joined Xyp9x, who is very low. olofm going to pick one there. Going to pick any more. It's going to be JW who will come and peek. Coils then towards CT. Gets 2 at the end there with pronax picking up dupreeh in the midst of things. And Dignitas, their money is again up and down. 4.2 on dupreeh at the highest, and then only 2.2 now on FeTiSh.
So going to be able to force some CZs to throw into the mix. They've got 4 HEs right now. So where are they going to throw these HEs together? We do see, let's have a look, aizy. Okay, so it's going to be mid. See how much damage this does. Is it going to connect with anybody? Actually, might just get a frag. There it is. JW does go down. And we see now FeTiSh moving in. First man, they're just going to crush this push from the banana side for Fnatic. The players bursting out of second mid here into mid, trying to find those kills. But we do have Dignitas now on some rifles. Well, at least one rifle on FeTiSh. There is dupreeh now picking up his. pronax going to just wait for these kills, delay them, gets the double. There's one more behind the smoking device, and he's going to get the kill now onto pronax. So he's going to be able to save that AK.
If he really wanted, he could try and go for this. He's 1 versus 2. It's definitely doable, but
No kit, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's just going to play this one safe. If he was Superman, he could go for it maybe.
Yeah, he is sometimes Superman as well. Device is pretty damn solid. And Fnatic going to pick themselves up round number 13. Obviously, we're going to see that buy coming in from Dignitas. And they should be able to throw some orbs into the mix, something that they haven't really been doing. And let's have a look if they mix it up in that way. Fnatic definitely could be taken advantage of with some AWP play, but you can see that their economy is, I mean, it's a bit too stretched for them to go and pick up that AWP really and get those nades in. So they're going to go for the rifle setup and JW on his AWP.
Yeah, we'll see where JW goes with this, whether he gets a quick peek on mid. It's the first time we've seen him buy it on this terrorist side. It looks like he's going to go for a rundown banana and try and pick this way, and there we go, quick pick from Logs, and that's a great opening for Fnatic. And
this really shows you why NIP never, ever once made that peak against Fnatic.
Yeah.
That never happened against them. And at least that without sufficient counter flashing or...
Just challenging it as you should challenge it, with grenades, with backup, with multiple people. But if you do go for that peak and there's a JW waiting for you, then your life is probably going to be cut a little bit short.
We do see Fnatic just taking it slow now. They know that Dignitas are already a little bit on the ropes here, as this buy is so weak from them. And taking down one player, we see the push about to come in here onto this A-bomb site. KRiMZ going to go in for the entry. Not going to make it happen just yet. There is pronax with 2 entries. JW following behind him. We've got olofm with pronax as well. As the Fnatic players, the players in black and orange, make their way into the bomb site, they are going to get it down, and we're going to see Dignitas saving their rifles. And it feels like a game where Dignitas have constantly been just making do with absolutely nothing. The economy has just been very, very harsh to them.
I think this is the 3rd or 4th round now. We've seen Dignitas forced to save something here, and it's just not the way forward for them. They can't hold off the pushes for Fnatic, and when they're forced to save, then, as you said, it ruins the economy for everyone else. But Device does some damage to pronax. We might see a pick here on CT as well.
Let's have to see if that comes in here. Can Device survive? We're going to kill him after time. Ooh, don't want to die after time. And looks like Fnatic 14-8 now on the brink of taking out Dignitas. And an AWP coming in onto Device, and this could be what they need to bring this match back at the moment, because an AWP is not something that Fnatic have been anticipating, but it's something that JW is ready for. We're going to see JW perhaps on the same angle as this AWPer. It looks like that's the case. Device going to back away. Smart stuff there. Good pre-nade. We see the amount of damage that JW sustained.
Yep, definitely so. Now aizy rotating towards this A site. Fnatic still haven't really gone towards a site and made a definitive choice yet. Until then, they're just going to try and get some picks, spray through some walls, do some damage if they can. We see a little bit there onto FeTiSh and Xyp9x. Xyp9x pretty aggressive down banana. If he peeks any further, JW will be waiting, but the smoke from FeTiSh coming in, going to help his teammate out there.
Yeah, good control here on banana from Dignitas. They are one of the best teams at doing so. And we see that looks like Fnatic want to burst through the smoke into Xyp9x's spray here from the M4. And FeTiSh falls back, calls for reinforcements right now. But they use their smokes. There's no way for FeTiSh to really delay. He's got no flashes either. Going to have to rely on his teammates to make haste right now onto that B bomb site. As olofm goes for the lurker roll through Boiler, but dupreeh catches him. They expected it this time around, and we're ready for that. And it's a 3-on-4. In fact, a 2-on-4 now as Device gets the pick. In comes the trade from flusha, though, as they make their attempt to get that bomb down on the site. But FeTiSh with that spray, and KRiMZ with the trade. It's all on him now, right, for Fnatic, as that bomb is dropped on the site. 20 seconds left now. There's the first kill. KRiMZ gets the bomb. dupreeh playing it slow right now. There is the bomb drop just in time. KRiMZ gets himself behind that fountain, but it's going to be dupreeh with the frag, and Dignitas barely saved that round. Barely.
Yep, they did stop the match point from coming in so early. They've now got some time to try and make some ground back here, but it's still Fnatic. They still have a lot of money on their side, and JW going for this AWP again. They've still got a buy round, even if Dignitas do get the 10 rounds on the side for them. And JW trying to get this pick in mid again, but Device, he's elsewhere this time round.
Device working banana with his AWP. We have a 3-man setup to begin B defense with Dignitas. They own a float. Who is it? It is Device back as he brings that up onto CT Arch, and Fnatic slowly make their way up apartments, obviously taking maximum control of the round. And we have to see what their progress is right now, trying to work the smokes on the B bomb site. They've been very good at baiting those smokes out from Dignitas so far to keep those options open. And Fnatic, 55 seconds left to make the move right now. Dignitas anxious to see some players. Here goes the execution onto this A bomb site. And now the counter flashes come in to try and delay them. They reposition. Fnatic trying to go in right now. The rotation beginning from B. KRiMZ tapping away aizy's face right there over Graveyard. Pronax with the entry on the site. Fnatic take A by storm right now, and Dignitas are in trouble. Olof gets FeTiSh down as well with the spray, and Device and Xyp9x remain. Device does have himself the AWP, but it's going to be very difficult by himself, and they are going to be trying to save this and play for the overtime.
Xyp9x going to be saving elsewhere. Dignitas, they try and force a slow passive style out of the terrorists, but Fnatic, they tend to get a little bit impatient. We saw it in the round before where they just barged through Xyp9x smoke and traded 1-for-1, but that was big because there was only one member left on that B bomb site. Xyp9x, is he going to get the pick here onto flusha?
It's just slowly moving closer and closer towards him. Finally does go down though, but yeah, we're going to see a terrible money situation as Fnatic reach match point, and it was all in that last round. We're going to see the mag coming out from aizy. And what do Dignitas have up their sleeves for this round? Are they going to play it patiently, or are they going to go for some kind of an aggressive play? I think Fnatic are going to expect the aggression, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, well, when aizy has a mag 7, he can either go aggressive or play an angle. Something like sandbags or just literally at the top of mid, playing boiler room or down in apartments towards stairs, which is where he is now, I believe. And there we go, he picks up one onto olofm, so it's a good start there, and gets a AK-47 for it as well.
Yeah, lots of damage actually being sustained already by the Dignitas players. The Danes are bleeding at the moment as Fnatic make their way back towards Banana, and I'm sure that this execution is going to be pretty powerful here. We do have FeTiSh waiting here, and FeTiSh going to toss in a smoke. I think he has Xyp9x there with him as well. Xyp9x with the smoke also. And Flash is coming in. So Fnatic, they have time to go back if they want to, but they're going to force this through the smoke. In they go with the frags. The AK's too strong for the pistols at the moment. And we're seeing they are taking the bomb site. And that bomb is going to go down here as Dignitas try to make the retake. Just jumping through the smokes. You see pronax get the plant finally as Dignitas make their last attempt to save the game. aizy coming in with the AK-47. He is the last man standing here for Team Dignitas. He goes down, and 16-9 is the final score as Fnatic. They remain ever consistent with these results that we've been seeing lately, just not dropping a beat against anybody.
Yep, definitely so. And we saw a little bit of role reversal there at the end. Dignitas, the ones forced to be impatient, push through the smokes, and hey, when you've only got CZs going through smokes, it's going to be a hard job. Fnatic winning the match there in good fashion too.
Definitely, guys. So we are going to go straight into an SLTV match. So we'll take a very quick break to set up the next match, and we'll be right